It has now become a common practice that when people want to talk about the deplorable state of Nigeria, people want to talk about corruption, maladministration in Nigeria, the absence of infrastructure, people just mention the church. What has the church got to do with policies of Nigeria? Nigeria is, there are Christians, there are Muslims. But why? I don't know why people don't talk about, if you want to talk about corruption in Nigeria, the first thing they mention is the church. They mention tithe. If you want to talk about the bad policies in Nigeria, they mention the church. They want to talk about corruption in Nigeria, they mention the church. The church is not the one responsible for maladministration of Nigeria. The church is not the one responsible for the sorry state of Nigeria. Over the years, the church cannot compel government to bring policies that will better the lives of Nigeria. The church cannot compel leaders to do the right thing. The church cannot compel, the National Assembly to enact laws that will create a conducive environment for production to thrive. The church cannot do all of this. And when they talk about this and people mention tithe, people mention night vigils, if the government had done what they're supposed to do and the economy is thriving, there's production here and there, you will not find people going to church during the weekdays. When you see a man cannot be gainfully employed and then he leaves his job and goes to church, it's because he has nothing to do. That's why you see lots of programs on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, because you see teaming youths there because they have no job to do. Even if they want to create some form of self-employment, the environment is not conducive. The insecurity will force them to even stay at home. The absence of electricity, unstable internet, all of these things are the conducive environment that the government can provide. We talk about smart cities in Europe. It is provided by the government that gives people room to even think and become innovative on how to ensure that production takes place. But the church cannot do that. The government has not expended 1 naira of public money to build church anywhere in Nigeria. But if you go to northern Nigeria, taxpayers' money are used to build places of worship, mosque, and nobody says anything about it. Is the church responsible for the multidimensional poverty we have in Nigeria today? Is the church responsible for the high level of poverty in the north, the out-of-school children, the banditry going on? Is the church responsible for that? I think it's about time we change the narrative. The church is not Nigeria's problem. When people give tithe, people give tithe out of their own volition because they believe it and it works for them. So you should not vilify people because they pay tithe and donate to churches. They are not Nigeria's problem. The church did not remove subsidy. The church did not float the naira. The church, did not increase the price of food. The church did not do any of this. It is not the responsibility of the church to build schools that the government should build. If the church is building schools, it's because it's treated as a private enterprise. The church is not there. It's not the responsibility of the church to provide pipe-borne water. It is not the responsibility of the church to feed people. It is not the responsibility of the church to build roads. It is not the responsibility of the church to provide security. It is not the responsibility of the church to ensure that the right, the right people are appointed into government. The church is not responsible for all of this. Please, I think it's about time we stopped all of this. Young people are out there, no jobs. And some of you who talk, they've not even gone outside Lagos or go to northern Nigeria and see what is happening. Please, you can subscribe to my channel and we'll continue to learn our voice to get the government to do the right thing. Thank you.